Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another custom Captain America shield review. This is for my Captain Britain cosplay, but this shield design in particular is based on the What If series, where Peggy Carter takes the Super Soldier Serum and becomes Captain America herself. But of course, Peggy is British, and this was the design shown when the What If series was announced for the MCU on Disney+. So obviously, that series isn't out yet. But when it was revealed and this shield was revealed, I thought, you know what, I've got to get myself something like that. And thankfully, I was able to pretty much replicate it 1-to-1. So this is a full-size shield, and this is quite a simple design, but all the hard work is basically done on the back, but we will get to that in due time. So, as you can see there, it's nice and simple, and spray painting it was probably the easiest bit, and definitely the quickest bit, because getting all the other parts took a lot longer because they're more intricate and demand more detailing to them. So as you can see, the outer ring is blue, with the center ring being metallic color, the inner ring being red. But since I was going to be going over this centerpiece here, that centerpiece was also covered in red spray paint. Now, in the center, you can see the Union Jack flag, of course. I am British, so seeing that is, makes me happy, that patriotic feeling, everybody loves it. However, getting it there was a little bit difficult. So, I can't actually grab it, it's a bit tucked away. But oh well, that's fine. This shield is a thin, cheap, flimsy shield. You can see there, if I turn it around, you can see how thin, how flimsy it is. And that's okay because, it's only cheap. If it breaks, then, well, that'll be a problem. But I can play with it more and allow it to be, I can customize it without thinking, no, I just spent so much money on the shield. Unlike the one that I used for my Enclave Super Soldier, which is also behind me. So why am I saying this? So this shield has a star in the center. Obviously it's a Captain America shield, but the star is raised. So what I had to do was cut out some triangle sections to go in between each point of the star. That way it would be flat. The Union Jack flag piece is actually printed out. It's in two halves. Because I only have an A4 printer, I had to cut it out this side and then cut two of them out. And the red pieces are actually the red leather material I've been using for a bunch of costumes and props. And that's mainly because it's used to hide some of the creases and the big cut seam down the center, because again, it's two halves. I think it looks quite nice. The leather is, well, you can definitely tell where it is. Obviously it stands out here, but that's not too much of a problem. If you look at it from a distance, it definitely brings out that vibrantness, especially on camera. But yes, it is quite nice to look at. Let's move on to the back, because this is where all the hard work really went. So, it's quite mucky actually. Goodness, I haven't seen that. That's probably all the dust and the glue from my fingers. Okay. So this is the back of the shield, and as you can tell, it has a big wooden disc sitting on the back. Why is that there? It is, again, because this is a cheap, flimsy shield. I want to reduce that flimsiness as much as possible. So because this shield is also a rotella shield, where it basically dips in like that in the center, I have 5 layers of EVA floor mats foam between the center of the shield and underneath this wooden disc. That is to, again, reduce flimsiness, and when I go to push in on the center, it's not going to dip in. So actually pushing down there now, it's not bending, which is really good. So that's been cut to shape. That's 19 inches in diameter, and it's also been sanded on the corner so it's as flat as possible against this curved surface. And going all the way around, just to absolutely make sure that nothing comes off, is a bunch of Gorilla Tape. Looks a bit ugly, but then again, this is the only time you ever really see the back of it, so yeah, I'm okay with that. And now for the straps. I am very glad I found these, because I almost went belt shopping. I thought, oh, what the hell am I going to do for the straps? So these actually come from a holster that I bought from the costume shop. It's actually the same shop I got the shield from. And it's a holster that I've used for my Bucky Barnes costume and my Enclave Super Soldier cosplay. If you want to actually look them up, then they are in the respective playlists on my channel. But I didn't need the straps that came with them, and I thought, you know what, let's chop them up and use them as the handles, and these actually look pretty good. So, what I'm going to do now is change the camera angle so you can see the shield on my arm. That's going to be quite exciting. So here we are with the shield actually on now, and it feels really good. This is probably because I'm wearing a nice, normal, everyday thin t-shirt, but I have tested this with the t-shirt I'm going to be wearing with the costume. Now the strap is plenty spacious, and this is purposely set so there's enough space for me to get it on with that shirt alone. If I wear anything thicker, it's probably going to be a bit of a problem. But one thing that I did encounter, thankfully, is that it's adjusted in such a way where you can't even see it. Basically, there's one more hole here. So if I really wanted to wear this with some thicker clothing, I can adjust it so it make it a little bit bigger, a bit more baggier, and yeah, just go from there. All in all, it's a very nice shield. I'm very pleased with this. Just looking at it like this, it looks really good. It's definitely one of the better looking shields I've made. Mainly because of all the colours. It's very vibrant, very loud, I suppose, in its own way. But yeah, the handle, again, for where my hand is, it's definitely comfortable, more comfortable than I was anticipating. I was going to go with a technique that I used for my fully custom shield, which was using the red leather and wrapping some thick foam. So basically, it'll be like a sponge that I got something to really kind of squeeze onto rather than just hold. This is fine because it's a lot more sturdier, it's not coming out, and yeah, all in all, I'm very pleased. I have put this on with everything I've got for the costume so far as I've been going on. Things have been going on a bit out of order in comparison to the videos I've been recording and uploading. But this looks amazing, feels amazing. Let's round out the video, shall we? And there we go. That is my latest full-size custom shield finished. It is quite amazing to go through this process again because there's normally a big period of time between cosplays. And given I only ever do one kind of cosplay, making a whole new shield again is a lot of fun. Definitely takes up some time, so I know what I'll be doing for the next number of days. And to be able to hold the final product, it's just so cool. I absolutely love it. So yeah, there we go. And just before we finish, actually, I need to explain something. I didn't do this in the first part. So this was the same sort of build and design based on the winterized shield. I purposely didn't do a sort of work in progress and like a video of me basically building this because it was almost identical in terms of the process. Making the wooden disc on the back, getting the foam layers, just spray painting it. It's something I've done a number of times already, but as nice as it would be to make the extra video, it's not necessary. So yeah, if you do want to see the actual work in progress for it, but just in a few different colours, then once again go to my Winterized Captain America playlist on my channel and you will find it there. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.